Super Mario Galaxy is video gaming's peak platforming experience. Ever since its release in 2007, its various levels have been loved by many to this very day. Let's judge them, shall we? Today we are going on a tour throughout the Comet Observatory exploring its various worlds. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what do you mean by ranking the worlds? Well, basically, I will be ranking these worlds based on the galaxies they have in them to see which one has the best overall levels in the game and which ones we should keep in the dark part of the universe. Now, what classifies as a world is slightly confusing. Some could consider Rosalina to be a world, but I don't associate with those people. In the end, I decide on this as the final list of rooms or areas that I'll be ranking today. I will go through each room from worst to best and criticize them even if my heart says to not. Subscribe for more videos like this. Let's get started. Taking the spot as the worst room in Mario Galaxy, that sounds slightly insane, is the gate. And that is simply because it only has 2 galaxies. Absolutely pitiful. I mean, the universe has 200 billion galaxies, how about that? Gateway Galaxy and Boo's Boneyard Galaxy are the featured galaxies of this world. Now these 2 levels aren't bad, but they're far from the best this game has to offer. Gateway Galaxy is the tutorial level, therefore it doesn't have much to it, and Boo's Boneyard Galaxy is quite cool as it has a race against Boo, but that's all it has to offer. The main problem with this room is just its lack of galaxies. If it had more of them, it could be higher on the list. But as it stands, the gate's purpose is to store these 2 random ass levels that you only come back to in the post game as Luigi. The 7th spot of this list is going to the Planet of Trials. As a kid, I always wondered how to get to that one planet that looked like a triangular highlighter. Turns out you need to collect the elusive green stars that are snugly hidden away in some levels. And once you collect them all, you can enter that pipe and you have a choice between 4 galaxies. The Rolling Gizmo Galaxy, which is a ball rolling level with weird mechanics, Bubble Blast Galaxy, which feels like a Kaizo level, Loopty Swoop Galaxy, which is a slightly harder Manta Ray mission, and Grand Finale Galaxy, the very exciting reward you get for 100%. Yeah, it's pretty clear that these levels have the sole purpose of being harder versions of the various missions in the game. They are here to be bonus missions after you get every other power star. This does make them the most challenging levels in the game. To some people, this could be great as the game is on the easier side, so to have some challenge is much appreciated, but just as many people don't really like these motion control missions in the game. So to have them again, but with extra barbecue sauce could mentally be too much for some people to handle. I personally think these levels are fine, but feel like they were shoehorned in. Probably because they were. Now that we are away from the miscellaneous areas of the game, it's time for the rooms you'd find in Rosalina's Comet Observatory. Coming in at number 6 is the Engine Room. You know, for a massive galaxy exploring space station, I'm impressed this is what the engine room looks like. The levels contained in this room are as follows. The Gold Leaf Galaxy, which is a mirrored version of Honey Hive Galaxy with different stars. Sea Slide Galaxy, which is a level I like and has some fun missions. 20 Time Galaxy, which is one of this game's standout levels. Bonefin Galaxy, which just contains a forgettable boss fight. Sand Spiral, a very strange level that feels like a one and done deal. And Bowser Jr.'s Lava Reactor, which also contains a forgettable boss fight. So yeah, this room contains a copied level, 2 boss only levels, 1 okay level, and 2 good levels. That isn't bad at all, but compared to the other rooms with more consistent highs, I can't say the engine room stacks up well against them. Yes, let's have the top floor of our space station, which has the least room, holds the Truman Show. Galaxies featured here are the Deep Dark Galaxy, which has always been one of my favorites for its atmosphere, Dreadnought Galaxy, which makes you feel like a top secret agent, Master Splatter Galaxy, which has a unique idea going for it, Melty Molten Galaxy, a pretty fun one, and Snowcap Galaxy. This is where all nightmares are born. Okay, so this room has some really good galaxies, but it has 2 problems. The first is that it doesn't have a Bowser level in it. Now obviously this is to pave way for the final level of the main game, but since every other room has one, that's going to knock off points. The second problem is that it proudly hosts the worst level in the game. Snowcap, this level is bad. Moving on. Onto number 4, we have the fountain. Too bad most of the water is being flushed into the fabric of space. In this room you can find the Space Junk Galaxy, which is an oddly beautiful level, Battle Rock Galaxy, the area that the Top Men tribe has called their own, Rolling Green Galaxy, a Super Monkey Ball ripoff, Hurry Scurry Galaxy, the planet of tiles and tunes, Sling Pod Galaxy, aka the massive guessing game of doom, and Bowser's Star Reactor. Wow, this one actually has a level! Once again, this room also has 2 of the big ones, with a few others thrown in. It's just this one doesn't have Snowcap Galaxy in it. Kicking off our top 3 is the kitchen. This is all Rosalina has to feed an entire army of Lumas. The featured galaxies of the kitchen are Beach Bowl Galaxy, a fun one, Ghostly Galaxy, a ghostly one, Bubble Breeze Galaxy, which is anything but a breeze, Buoy-based Galaxy, a fun level with bombastic music, Drip Drop Galaxy, a level in the game, and Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. This room contains one really good level and plenty of other solid ones. The mixture is appreciated as this is around the middle of the game, so this part being more standard makes sense. However, it does knock it down a few places in the ranking, but helps pave way for the next two entries and helps them shine that much more. A runner-up on this list is the Terrace. Why does the Comet Observatory need a terrace when there are other patches of grass and a garden? Anyways, you probably already know what the galaxies are in this world. We got Good Egg Galaxy, a really good starter level, Honey Hive Galaxy, a blast to play through and discover the Bee Mushroom, Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, a solid showcasing of the motion controls of this game, Flip Switch Galaxy, a short but sweet one, Sweet Sweet Galaxy, a sweet one, and Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor that contains the Mega Leg boss fight. This is a really good selection for being the first room. It gives a solid introduction to the rest of the game. It has a good focus on variety, containing an open level, a motion control level, and a boss level. And they all do a good job in teaching the player what Mario Galaxy is all about. The main reason this isn't number one is that being the first room, it needs to have easier and somewhat less inspired level ideas, but that's comparing them to the other levels in this game. These are still amazing levels, but still not as good as the number one best room, that being the bedroom. Perfect. Not only is this typically my favourite room in any house, but it also contains some of the best levels this game has to offer. And the best levels in the platforming genre just in general. We got Gusty Garden Galaxy, a wonderful zone with a phenomenal soundtrack. Freeze Flame Galaxy, with its bursts of variety containing a mountain climb, a lava escapade, and a coin hunt. Dusty Dune Galaxy, we get to explore the inside of ruins and fly around using tornadoes. Honey Climb Galaxy, a nice simple stage with the unique approaches in its theming. And Big Mouth Galaxy, this is where my wedding will be held. And Bowser's Dark Matter Plant, a weird Bowser level with twists and turns and interesting gimmicks. This room contains two of the best levels in this game, a really great level, a fun Bowser level, and a big mouth. This room really has it all and makes for a standout experience in this game. While this game may have some mediocre, forgettable or bad levels, I think that whether you really care about this debate or not, we can all come together and agree that the majority of the levels in this game are masterpieces of design, and deciding which one is better over the other is like picking a favourite side of the sofa. What's the point of choosing when you can enjoy all of it? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would be greatly appreciated if you gave this video a like, a comment, or a subscribe if you want to see more quality content like this. See you next time.